Welcome to everybody. This is our girls chat. Today I have some awesome, amazing women with me. So I have Krystel, I have Brittany, and I have Amma. So you know what? Let them introduce themselves. Okay, how about that? Go ahead, ladies. Brittany.
Hey, my name is Brittany Carr. I am from Columbia, South Carolina, and I've been in Los Angeles for 5 years. I'm an actress, model, and poet.
Yes.
I'm Krystel Roche. I'm from Haiti. I've been living in LA for a couple of years now, and I am an actor.
Yes. And Amma.
Hi, my name is Amma Robert Shabazz, and I am from Atlanta, Georgia. My husband and I have a podcast called Let's Get Naked. We also have a production company where we're filming our documentary, also called Let's Get Naked. So yeah, hi.
Right, and of course, you guys, we are here representing Stronger Together Production Company, and of course, the real Let's Get Naked. Yes, check it out, check it out. So of course, you guys, make sure we have some, we definitely have some new merch coming out soon. So
Yeah.
Definitely stay tuned for that. But all right, let's go ahead and get to the first topic. So the first topic that I wanted us to talk about is just how are you guys doing during this time? It doesn't matter, you know, what you want to talk about. If you want to talk about like how your career is going right now, how is your mindset? How do you feel, you know, just health-wise? Like, what's going on? Just checking in.
I actually had a little mini flip out this morning with Saeed. I was like, Saeed, I am done. I cannot take this shit anymore. Like, I've had it. And he was just like, I'm proud of you because it took you this long to like break. And everybody else has had their breaking, you know, earlier, but you lasted this long. And I'm here with it.
Okay, look.
Here.
Do you feel that because you are married that you are being more sensitive to your breakdowns because of him, like to not necessarily trigger him, or because you know the pressures that are going on with him right now? Do you feel like you need to kind of like bottle it up a little bit?
In the beginning, yes. In the beginning, I didn't want to, because I already knew that this was hard for him because he's such a social person, and he likes to get out and just be out and just, you know, interact with people.
Yeah.
This was a little easier for me because I'm an introvert. Home is my happy place. So I, you know, just sort of tried to make everything easier for him in the beginning.
Yeah.
But now it seems like he's more acclimated to it, and I'm like at my limit.
Over it. Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Ladies.
Well, I've been taking the time to rest mentally, physically, and I took the time to make my place more homey. You know, I took the time to redecorate my place, and so it was a roller coaster of emotion.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you go from like happy, then you go to like, oh, I'm missing home, or I'm missing friends, I'm missing family. But overall, I would say that I'm feeling like, you know, good.
That's good.
Yeah. I feel like we're all getting to that place now. Like at first it was kind of like a shock, you know, and then with everything happening, you know, with the protests and everything, it kind of like stunted us, I guess, like gave us like this shock, you know, like just holding us right now, you know. And I feel like now with everything moving forward, now it's just like, okay, I'm in the swing of things. We clearly don't have any control over when this is going to be over. So clearly, you know, we have to just start this new beginning, you know, like start this new normal. At first we thought it was going to happen later on, but now it's just like, you know what, the new normal is now. So clearly we just got to keep progressing with whatever we have right where we are. So yeah. What about you, Brett?
We are never in control, technically.
Yes.
So
That's true. That's so true. What you got going, Britt?
First, I was like, oh, this is perfect. I like being at home. I don't like being in the States anyway. So it worked for me. But then, like, since I'm so comfortable, like, I'm an introvert too. Since I'm so comfortable, like, just being in my own space, it was just, like, weird. It's like, dang, now I'm home and I have to stay home. I don't want to stay home because I have to stay home. I want to go out. But it's like, it was weird. Because, like, sometimes I would like it. Sometimes I wouldn't like it. And I got used to it. And, like, working out every day really helped me because it's like I'm not really in my regular routine. And, like, when I was on my regular routine, I had, like, a time frame. Like, okay, I have to get up at this time. I have to do this by this, by this, by this. But now I have all this free time. It's like, well, I can chill. But I'm not really getting anything done.
Yeah.
So what am I supposed to do, really? It was kind of a point of just, like, getting some clarity and, like, sitting and meditating and asking for guidance on some things. Like, what am I supposed to do at this time? Because with all this time, I was just like, I don't know if everything that I'm pursuing is something that I really want to pursue. I don't know if I really want to, like, be in LA. I don't know if I want to go somewhere else. So, like, just having this time just to really, like, clear my head and think.
Yes, that is so crazy because only for people who knew about that. I think I told you guys about that, the fact that I was about to leave as well, you know. So I think, like, this time has definitely allowed, you know, everyone to kind of really, really, like, sit down and think, like, what am I doing right now? Like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I here? Do I really need to be here? Is there something else I need to be doing? Like, there's more inside of me, you know? And so I'm just super, super grateful, for Saeed and Alma, because I feel like all of these different ideas that just be popping up in my head, I literally just thought of, you know, the girls' time. I don't even know, it was like, what, last week or a week before last?
Right.
And I just brought it to them. And they were just like, yeah, okay, that's dope, you know? And I feel like you guys don't even understand how much you're allowing me to live out this passion, you know, get it out of me. And I love that, you know, being able to have this opportunity and express myself and, you know, just do all these different things. Because, of course, like, for me, I've had all these different ideas, you know, but it's always just like, dang, if I had this, I'll do that. Or if I had the money, I would do this. And it's amazing, like, how people come together and, you know, you have people who will give you that opportunity or who will create this opportunity for you, you know, and we sometimes have to be able to create that opportunity for ourselves. Right. So with, like, Trey, you know, I told him the idea and he ran with it. He like, oh yeah, we can make that happen, you know. I'm just like, I feel like this opportunity and this time has just allowed me to learn to really use what I got, you know, use what you got to get what you want, you know. Right. You know, and it just made me really, really think about my people, my crew, you know, like, who can I really call on for different things? Like, who's going to have my back for different things? Like, it's really, really amazing. So I love how this time has given us this creative feeling, this creative flow, like, this creative energy is just here. So I have definitely been like, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and that, you know? So that's what this time has definitely given me. So let's see, what's my next one? Okay, so let's talk about just being quarantined. So I mentioned it before on one of my lives, so I wanted to just check back in, you know, and just see how everybody's doing in the Bay Area. So you better sip, okay? So how has dating been in the quarantine season? Like, and for Alma, how has quarantining been with, you know, being in the marriage side? So y'all, this is the awesome part about the way we got this set up. We got some, you know, we got married people, we got single people, we got some entangled people. So, you know, we just got a good variety of everything.
Oh my God.
So I'll give you guys a perfect example. These little boy chicken heads, they are out here, okay? And they're trying to get entangled, and I ain't got it. Not over here. So what about y'all? What's been going on over there?
Well, I guess I don't know. It's been great for us, honestly, as a couple. We've just been spending a lot of time talking, getting to know each other even deeper, on an even deeper level, and creating together and building together. It's honestly been a blessing. It really has. Now we've had our fights, and that doesn't, it's
of
not.
Course, yes.
You get 24/7 with somebody, you're gonna
Yes.
need your space. And we found a way to sort of do it. Like, he'll go play football on Sundays. I'll go to the park and meditate, do some exercise or whatever, whenever we need our time apart. But for the most part, it's been amazing. It's been great for us.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, because I think that's how I'm gonna be in my marriage. I'm gonna need some time to talk. Okay, I'm gonna need a day. When I come home, I'm gonna need an hour. Let me get settled. Let me get my mind right. Okay.
Right.
What about y'all, Miss Brittany, Miss Krystel?
I mean, a lot of men be like playing Casper, ghosts.
Yes. Oh, I can't stand it.
Like popping in and out, whatever. And I was like, oh no, stay in the afterlife. Yeah. Good. So, I'm taking the time, like, literally to just, for me, just be like with myself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's a journey that I'm really like embracing so much, because it's like being in a relationship all the time, and then you don't spend the time with yourself. Mm-hmm. It's like, do you really know yourself?
That's good.
So I have all that time with myself. I'm like, oh my God, I can finish a book in like 2 days? Okay, girl.
Okay.
I can do that. And then the recipe and everything. So, yeah. Just spending time with myself, it's been like great. Really.
Good.
I love it. Britt?
Well, I've had a quarantine day.
Oh,
Okay. Over now. It ain't nothing to get excited about. Quarantine little day thing. I would go over there and like watch movies. Me and this guy, we would like audition. We had like a couple auditions together, and then afterwards we like kept in touch, but then we lost contact, and then we got back in touch right before quarantine happened. Mm-hmm. And then he was just like hit me up and was like, oh, what's up? What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And we like hung out a couple times. And it was cool, but it's like, it was really weird because I was getting my feelings, because it's like, how are you supposed to date with quarantine? Like, me coming over and Netflix and chilling necessarily isn't a date.
Oh, listen, you better say that again, okay?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to just come over and hang out on your couch all day.
Right. And that was always like the excuse, well, we're quarantined and we can't do it. Sure, there's a whole park.
I was about to say, you better go to the park and have a picnic.
Yes.
Exactly. Exactly. So, little quarantine day, that ended kind of soon. And then some old friends, they like tried to pop up in here and there. Mm-hmm. But then it made me like really like see like what the relationship was really about. So it's like it brought light on the relationship, like what it really was, what it was about. And I was like, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
I think that's real though, because I think a lot of guys, especially like our candor of women, we are, a special type, so I think like guys see us and they automatically feel like, oh, I can't really date her because I have to spend money, or I can't do this because everything we have to do has to be fancy. And it's just like, no, I like free stuff too. Like, I like little festivals. I like, let's go to the park, make a little picnic. Like, I feel like sometimes guys make that excuse, like, well, I really can't do everything that I want to do for you, and it's just like, bruh, like, there may be a time in our marriage that, you know, we can't afford those other things. So I got to know that you're going to be able to make it work. Like, you know, are we going to be sitting on the couch every day? Like, or if we are, what else can we do at home? You know, like, I don't know. I feel like guys got to start using their creativity because listen, like, I think Trey and his fiance did that. They did like their own little date night at home, their little sip and paint thing or something like that. And I was just like, yes, come on, Black love. Like, let's make it work, you know? So I definitely, I feel like guys, they got to let those excuses go. Okay. Like, let them go right now.
Because the thing is in LA is that the dating scene, a lot of men feel like, you know, they don't put in work. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they have to put in some work, they're like, oh, no.
That's a good point.
They for sure feel like, oh yeah, let's do this, let's go with the flow type of thing. But when they meet a woman who knows herself and they're like, yes, you gotta invest time.
Yes.
They get like, oh, you know, they cringe sometimes. Yeah. And I'm not talking about all men, but some, in LA, you know, so. Yeah.
Definitely. I completely agree. So moving on to friends during quarantine. I've seen so many different posts, and each post I've seen, they have really good points. But I want to just hear what you guys think. So basically, when it comes to like friendships during quarantine, I feel like there's been like this pressure for people to check in with their friends, or people are losing friends during this time because they haven't been checking in, or their friends have been going through things and they feel like they haven't had anybody there for them. Like, how has that been for you guys? Have you guys lost any friends during this time? Do you feel the pressure of like, I have to check on this person because if not, they're going to be upset with me? Or, you know, like, how has that been for you guys?
I feel like I may have lost like a friend due to the whole coronavirus that's going on, because I was voicing some opinions about it on my Facebook. And hey, girl out there, correct me if I'm wrong. But I mean, I don't know. I heard from her, and like, I don't know. But anyways, I think I might have lost a friend based on like us having different opinions about it. And I felt one type of way about something, and I like, you know, just like shared posts here and there on Facebook or whatever. And she felt the need to, you know, like, no, that's wrong. No, da, 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 da. And I'm just like, okay, I mean, that's your opinion.
Right.
About what I'm posting. You don't have to comment. Keep that on your page. That's fine. Yes. But, I've definitely felt the need to like have to like check in with like friends also. With me, I like to like keep things to myself. I don't like to like be out in the open, like, oh my God, yeah, this is going on, that's going on. So I feel like checking in with your friends is very important. And like, I have a cousin here, and just like, since I'm such of an introvert, being around, like just being with myself, I enjoy like being with myself, but sometimes it's not always healthy. Like, I do need to like be out more and be social. So I have a cousin that's here, and me and her will like take hikes together. We'll like walk trails and stuff. And just that little time, like spending an hour with another person, is so like helpful on my mental health.
I agree. I completely agree. Alma, you seem like you had something to say.
I thought I was going to lose one. Because for a while, I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I'm chilling. Like, I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to do nothing. Like, I am on my vacation here. But it's giving me the time to check in on people more. So I think I've gotten better at it. I will say that. I think I've definitely gotten better at checking in with people, because that's honestly something where I was terrible. I was a terrible friend before, I feel like, because I didn't take the time to like check in regularly. It would just be like, you know, every blue moon you'd hear from me. But now it's like I'm getting better. I'm getting the hang of this now. So I think I'm good. I don't know. We'll see, I guess.
Okay. I think like everyone was so busy. Like everyone was so busy with stuff. Like, cause I know when the world was open up, I would just like go. Like if you call me in the middle of going, you ain't gonna get answered.
Right. Oh, we already know. Okay. Brittany takes a million days to text back. I have to call her or something in between to get a response. It's always like that. It's so hilarious to me. I'm like, you know what? I already know. It's been an hour. Let me just call her instead. And then she'll answer.
Oh my goodness.
Comment the phone calls.
I can't. Krystel, what about you?
I definitely lost some friends.
Some? Dang.
Surprise. But I also got closer to a lot of my friends too. Anyway, to sum it up, I did lose some friends, but I also got closer to a lot of my friends.
Yeah. I love it. I definitely feel like it has been really, really, really great on my end. Like, I get those moments, you know, where I'm like, dang, I haven't heard from this person, you know, in so long, you know, like, what are they doing? You know, I think like a lot of the times when we are expecting something from someone else, you know, it's just like, wait, but did you reach out? Like, if you're just missing this person, just reach out, you know, like instead of getting into a funk, and then, you know, our minds, they start playing games, and then we start making up scenarios and all kind of shenanigans, you know. So I'm really good at like stopping myself in my tracks. Like, okay, Shells, first of all, girl, please, like, this is your friend. If you miss her, call her. If you want to see how she's doing, text her. Like, don't make it a thing, okay? So I feel like a lot of times women, you know, get a little excited about something, and then it's just like, well, wait, why I don't want to call this person because this person hasn't called me or texted me. And, you know, I feel like a lot of times we have to just remind ourselves, like, okay, everybody is different. Everybody is going through something. This is all of our first time in this predicament. So I feel like that's something that we have to remind ourselves, like, some people, because some days, listen, I don't want to talk to nobody, okay? Nobody. And it's not like, you know, it's something personal. It's just like, no, I'm okay right now. Like, I just need to just chill today. I don't really want to have a conversation with anybody. Okay, motorcycle. But yeah, like, I don't want to, you know, be bothered, and it's okay. And I feel like, you know, people just have to learn to accept that. Like, if people don't want to just talk, like, it's okay. We're going to accept that. Like, it was even one time, and this is complete transparency, and Krystel, I hope that you don't mind me sharing. It's no details. But there was one point when Krystel told Brittany and I, you know, like, she just got some stuff going on and she needs some space. She needs some time. And we completely respected it, you know, and it wasn't like, oh, did we do something? Like, oh, what's wrong with her? Like, you know, I feel like that's young pettiness. Like, Brittany and I, we had a conversation because we both got a little worried, and we were just like, should we do anything? Should we reach out? Should we? You know, and I was like, you know what, Britt, I think she just needs some time. Let's just give her space and respect that. And I'm pretty sure that once she's done, she's gonna reach back out to us. And that's literally what she did, you know, and we were so happy, you know. So I feel like that takes maturity though. You know, I feel like that definitely takes a lot of maturity. And I think people need to respect that. Like, if your friend needs space, let them have space. So if you haven't heard from them and you reach out to them, check in first before you try to go off, you know, about them not saying hey or not doing this. Like, check in first, because something might be wrong. Something might have been going on. So I think that definitely is like something that's really, really valuable right now, you know. Oh, moving forward. So this next topic was actually suggested by and I guess I'll let you introduce it. The topic area is woman to woman.
So I had been talking to a couple of friends, right? And we were discussing cheaters, right? And finding out if your man was cheating, and the other woman, do you reach out to the other woman or not? And I had no idea that people felt like you should not reach out to the other woman, because I was always like, no, hell yeah, I'm calling. I'm like, I'm gonna, call and see what's up. Like, who is this? And people were like, no, you don't do that. Like, no, who are you? What are you doing? That's not something you do. So I was like, wait, am I the only one that feels this way? Let me know.
Personal experience, I think, and I'm going to stick with this one, it has to be just maturity. And from my perspective, like from my experience, and I think it's like who you're with as well, because literally my ex from like 5 years ago, this is my long-term ex. We were together for 3 years, and he actually cheated on me. But at that time, I literally was in undergrad, so I was really young. And then I feel like that was like the first real relationship, like a solid one. Like he stayed with my family, I stayed with his family. Like it was a whole thing. So in that perspective, when he cheated, like I literally went off on him, and I'm not like a violent person. So I'm not the one that's going to fight another woman. I won't do that unless she tries to fight me, Right. But for that particular situation, only because I knew I wanted to stay in it, I had to have a conversation with her.
Okay.
So I had to know from your perspective what really happened.
Right.
What did he tell you? How did this happen? What have y'all done? Like, I need to know both sides, and thank God she was like, very honest, but it was kind of like nerve-wracking, because I had the complete opposite in another time where the female reached out to me. And she was actually trying to, tell me about my cheating man. So y'all forgive him. He's a better person now, but he cheated a whole bunch, So I feel like now at the mind space I'm in now, I don't feel the need to do that, because it's just like now I'm in the mindset of, if you feel like you are looking for something else in another woman and we're just dating, then clearly you're trying to fill a void. And I don't need to be there while you're trying to fill this void, because I'm going to keep getting hurt in the process of you trying to find yourself. So I don't feel like right now, where I am now, that I would even care to talk to the other women. Honey, I'm just like, I'm about to be 30. Like, I don't have the time, to be dealing with somebody who's still cheating and figuring it out. Like, I'm like, you know what? If you want to cheat, go ahead. I'm on to the next.
When it happened with me, like I was, my boyfriend at the time was cheating. He had another girlfriend, and the girl was the one that called me. I was honestly thankful that she called me, because I had no idea what was going on. And if she hadn't called me, like, what I'm saying? Like, I was grateful to know. And so from that perspective, I feel like, you don't know what the other person's being told. You don't know, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And so you just sort of want to know, like, do you know what's going on? Or do you know? You get what I'm saying? Are you
aware I was here first? Like,
or, are you just in the dark? I want to know.
Yeah.
So for me,
because sometimes they don't know,
Yeah. Right. So for me, I would call.
Like, I would call. Okay.
I don't think I would call. I don't think I would. Not that I don't think. I would not call. I won't call. Like, why would I call? Because there's nothing else to talk about at this point. Nothing. Everything that I have to say, he has to tell me what's going on. And then I'm going to listen to him. If I have something to say, I'll say it. But other than that, there's nothing to say. Action speaks louder than words. So technically, your action already spoke for you. So I have nothing to say at this point. Yeah? That's how I see it.
See?
Okay.
And I think it's like that with, like, different relationships, too. Because I feel like there's always some that you just really want to hold on to. So you just like, I got to find out. If
you want to hold on to it, I think you're going to be compelled to call. That's just from experience and what I've seen. Like, I feel like in a marriage is different.
Yeah.
A relationship, like we're just dating or whatever. Okay, peace. You could go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I feel like it's a little different.
Yeah.
When it's a marriage, personally.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Britt, what you got going? You've been calling females, you letting them go. What's going on? Have you experienced that?
I have not called any females. Hopefully I won't ever have to.
Good.
I think a lot of the blame always goes to the woman.
The woman, yes.
Yeah. And I feel like it needs to go like to the man. Like
Mm-hmm.
before anything.
Yes.
Like the man needs to do first. He needs to take, like, you need to, like, nigga, what the like that, all of that needs to go to him before it goes to the woman. And I don't know, like, if I would like want to call the woman at first, because it's just like you already have so much already going on with that type of situation, and then adding to it from getting her part of the story, whether it's true, whether it's not, it's just putting more into your mind for you to like overanalyze and keep thinking about like, oh my God, he did this, he did that. And if you want to like continue it, okay, but you're just gonna have to deal with all of that other stuff that she just already told you. But if you don't, then I wouldn't even like
deal with it.
Okay, because you know what, it kind of backfired on me. I just thought about that.
Did it?
It definitely did, y'all, because I literally, and like I said, this is when I was really young, so I acted a fool, because how I found out was I had his phone because my phone was acting up or something. Then I saw somebody kept calling, and I saw like a text thread kept coming through, and so I just clicked on it because I'm just like, this is my man, so I can click on the message. I never thought he would ever cheat on me, and this is the first time. And so once I read the message and she was going off, of course I acted a fool, and then I packed my stuff and I left. While I'm like in the car driving, he's like, like, please answer the phone. So I'm on the phone crying, I'm going off. And I told him in that moment, I was like, I want to talk to her right now. Get her on the phone, give her my number, tell her to call me right now, or I don't ever want to hear from you again. So it happened just like that. She called me and we talked. Mind you, he already told me his story. So in the matter of literally, this had to be like in between like 40 minutes. I'm on the phone with the girl. She tells me her side of the story. And it sounded just like his story. And I was so pissed because I'm just like, something needs to be wrong. Something needs to be different. So I called him after I got off the phone with her. And of course, I'm just like, you lying, she lying, something ain't right. Like, I just couldn't believe it. So it backfired on me so bad. I was so mad. I'm like, it was too perfect. Like, every single detail, like down to her being over there, they standing out at the kitchen counter eating pizza. Like, everything down to the detail was exactly alike. And I was so frustrated. I'm just like, I just needed something to be different. It just sounded exactly alike. And I was just so upset. So I think in that moment, I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to either choose to believe him or let it go, because this is clearly like, I didn't get anywhere by hearing her story.
Do you guys believe that if you stay in the relationship, would the relationship still be the same even though you have a conversation? Let's say you decide to stay in the relationship, yeah? Mm-hmm. Do you think the relationship will still be the same?
Oh, I think that's going to take time. A lot of therapy, conversation, time, and prayer. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because I can't, once the trust is broken, it needs to be a whole rebuilding process, and that's just going to take time and prayer. It's not going to go back to the same immediately. No.
Yeah, I think for me, at that time, I wanted that relationship so badly that my trust was fine. Even after that happened, I was fine, because I'm not the type of person that says I forgive you, but I'm not going to forget. I'm not that person. So when I say I forgive you,
Me,
I let it go. So
bless you, bless you, bless you. Cause no.
So for me, I let it go. But like I said, this was a time where he was still searching for something. So of course he ended up cheating again and again. So yeah, and Chelsea at that time was young and didn't know herself or trust herself. So, or didn't feel like God had better for her. So I stayed around, you know? But I think like, yeah, for me, because I'm such a like trusting person, like now I'm at a point, like if you cheat, then clearly you're looking for something else. You're trying to fill some kind of void, and I can't fill that for you. So you need to go on about your business and go find whatever you're looking for. And then if God brings us back together, then okay. But right now, I just can't take that, especially in this climate with everything that's going on in the world. Like, I just can't have somebody that is still out there for the street. It's either you for me or you for the street.
The whole streets, okay?
Make a choice, okay? Because ain't nobody got time for that.
Right.
Listen, okay? Yeah. It takes a lot, but I think for me, I've learned to really just, if you're gonna forgive somebody and you're gonna keep fooling with them, forgive them. If not, y'all gonna keep arguing about it. Every time it come up, it's just gonna be a trigger. So you got to do the work for yourself so that you can really move forward. Like you can't really depend on them to do that extra work for you to move on. You have to do it yourself. Like it took a lot of fasting, praying, like really like stepping away for a second, just you know, just so I can like clear my mind. Like, okay, Chelsea, you heard both sides, even though they were the exact same. You are aware. So now you just got to make the choice. If you're going to move on, let it go, move forward. So that's that right there.
Girl.
Listen, it's a process.
Yeah.
It's a process. So speaking of processes, I want to finish us off with, of course, the hot topic of the week. Or weekend, okay? Or weekend. Let's just say weekend. Of course, Jada, Og, and Will. Listen. So I mean, there is so much to unpack in this whole situation. I mean, so if you guys don't know, of course, Jada and Will Smith, well, let's start with August. August and Jada Smith's son, they're friends. And they brought them in, like August was sick or whatever he was going through. And Will and Jada decided to take him in, care for him, get him the help that he needs, whatever it was, some sickness going on with him. So they brought him into his home, and their home, and they were taking care of him. In the midst of all of this, Will and Jada were going through some kind of
discord.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. They were going through some things in their marriage, so they split at that time. They still lived together, still were officially married, but they were separated. And Jada decided to find an entanglement with August. So, yeah, now it's this whole thing because, of course, this happened like 4 years ago, which is really weird. But now it's a whole thing because, of course, August, he fell in love with her. They were in a relationship, bottom line. And now Jada is like trying to make it seem like it wasn't that for her. I don't know. What do y'all feel about it? Are y'all feeling pity for August? Are y'all like, okay, Jada did her thing with that one? I mean, I don't know. Who are y'all supporting? Who are y'all like disappointed with? Should we even get any more advice from Jada anymore? Like, what do y'all think? Because she is on Red Table Talk, so she's giving everybody advice.
I feel like she's definitely qualified to give advice. haven't been through. You got to go through stuff to be able to give advice. Like you can't. How do you take advice from people that haven't been through anything? You get what I'm saying? So she's definitely qualified to give advice, and she should continue to give advice. I feel bad for Will. He looked like he was hurt.
Poor Will.
Hurt. I feel really bad for him. And I was talking about this with my brother and my cousin. I always like to get like guys, like to hear their opinions, and they were like, had this been Will who did this, he would be dragged like all through the streets. Like there'd be no mercy on him. And I feel like Jada's getting that though. Do you guys not, like, the jokes are endless.
Oh, and they're so good. They're so good.
The memes, I mean, they are endless.
Yes,
so
definitely.
I feel like she's getting it. I do. I don't know. It's a lot. I don't like how she just tried to play it off as like something little with the word.
Okay, listen. Somebody gotta say it. Somebody gotta say it. And I love how Will made her say it. He's like, no, it was something else. Like, what happened, Jada? What happened? Tell us what happened. He kept saying that, because he's like, no. And I feel like I'm not so much sorry for Will, in all honesty, because he definitely has cheated on her.
Yeah.
Times, and I know that there's rumors of them having like an open relationship, and I feel like they both have had their share, of whatever they be doing with these other people. But I feel like this one kind of just hurt it a little bit more for Will.
Yes.
Just because it was kind of outside of their rules. I feel like they may have an open relationship where, you can talk to other people. Yeah, if you want to go have sex with them, you can do that, but no relationships. And I feel like this one in particular, it kind of burned a little bit just because, this man is in love. I don't know if y'all seen the interview with
I didn't even watch the interview. I didn't even watch it, but I can tell.
He literally says, and I quote, he says, if I die today, I will be okay knowing that I have experienced real love. He's 22.
He's 27.
Like
27.
No, when that,
like he is still young. Like there's more to life. Like he
love with a man's whole wife.
Like what? Like are you serious? Like I feel like that's probably why it hurts so much to Will, because this man fell in love with his wife. Like, so I feel like that definitely burned the most. And I honestly, when I really thought about it, I'm like, Jada definitely was a little manipulative. Like, definitely. I'm like, this guy was sick. You sleeping with your son's friend. There's a lot of levels of disrespect, okay? A lot.
Messy.
I'm like, woo, girl, yeah. And I think that probably hit Will even harder because they brought him into
their home. Yeah.
So, Krystel, what you got to say? I see that face over there. What you got to say?
I mean, I'm not feeling bad for Will. And to be honest with you, I'm not feeling bad for August.
Ooh.
I'm just Team Jada all the way. Okay. And
we need an explanation. You team
Jada? What's going on?
All the way, because the thing, Will is not innocent. August is not innocent, right?
True.
So why men? Because that's the thing. Like when men are hurt, people are like, "Oh my God," and that. But society is so used to women feeling hurt when it comes to that it's okay.
Yeah.
The moment Jada does something, like because she's a woman, you're seeing all that. It's like, no, so what? I'm Team Jada all the way.
Dang. Look, okay, friend. Okay. Okay, Krystel. Okay, Britt, what you thinking?
I don't really know about the whole situation because it was just messy before, like the whole August thing. Like they had an open marriage, like, but I don't know. Like I do feel like it's a lot of different levels of disrespect, and yes, but then like Krystel said, like men they cheat all. Well, you didn't necessarily say that, but men cheat all the time. Men cheat all the time. Men be having whole mistresses. Men be having whole nother lives.
Okay. I'm gonna say that. Okay.
They live in nanny. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Not the nanny.
Going back to the past and come back to right now. They be lying. And I don't agree with what Jada did. No, I don't. But it's like, come on, man, y'all be out here being reckless. And I know Will has been out here being reckless. So
oh yeah, he has with a lot of his like co-stars. Like it's a whole thing. So that's why I'm like, I don't feel bad in that perspective because I know that he's been, you know. And it was so funny. Did y'all catch at the end when he was just like, oh,
you gonna get her back?
I'm gonna get you back. And she was like,
yes.
You've already done that. I think we're even, okay? I think we're even. And he was just like, oh, I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna get you again. And I'm just like,
oh, like
so y'all really got some shenanigans going on at home because listen, okay, I just cannot, okay?
What's funny though, and this is a perfect example of how a man cannot handle the same hurt that they give away.
They can't. Not one bit. No.
True.
No.
Very true.
So.
Yeah, I can't. And I think that the part that kind of blew me the most, and I really want to hear y'all perspective on this, is we ride together, we die together, bad marriage for life.
That part was cringing in that part because the thing
I think everyone was. And somebody tried to defend that by saying, oh, it's the same thing as through till death do us part. No. It's definitely not. Far from it. Like, no. And I mean, like, I don't know. And there was a part where Will said, I'm just glad that we can do this and go through all these different things and for our family. Like we can still keep it together for our family. And for me, I feel like a lot of people, they feel or they get to a point in their marriage, or from what I've seen, they get to a point in their marriage and they feel like they have to stick together because of the kids. Like I've seen so many families literally fall apart after the kids go off to college. Like that's the time to do the divorce. Now let's do this divorce because clearly we're on two different pages in our lives now, you know? And I feel like that's probably what they're holding on to, you know, like they're like, you know, this marriage isn't working. So I don't want to mess up this family dynamic. So how about we just have an open marriage where we both can do what we want to do. And, you know, we still keep the family together, you know, like, it's just, and for me, I'm going to do everything I can to keep my marriage together. But at a certain point, if it's just toxic, if I feel like I'm searching for something, she literally said in the interview, I just wanted to feel good.
Exactly.
Is this Monster Ball? What the hell are you? What? I just want to feel good. I haven't felt good in so long. And I know, you know, seeing my parents and things like that, everything it's not going to be just rainbows and flowers all the time, you know, but I feel like if you are going through a marriage, and I just pray to God, like that once I feel that, you know, like we've done everything we can, we went to counseling, you know, we've done the time together, like, I don't know. I'm just like, I pray that I'm not holding on to the past, or I'm not holding on to like, you know, this false, I don't know. It's just like, I just can't see myself staying in a bad marriage.
And the thing is, when people say, oh yeah, I'm staying for the kids, but you need to understand the energy in the house is not going to be the same.
Hello?
They're going to feel it regardless.
Yes.
How hard you try, there is no way that somebody's not going to feel that something is not genuine. you know?
Yep.
So, I mean, to each its own, but.
At this point, their kids are grown, though.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Their kids are grown. They don't need to stay together if it's not. However, I think in the beginning, Jada, when they first got married, Jada said, we are not getting a divorce.
Right.
There is no way in hell we are getting a divorce. That's not going to happen. You're going to be on one end of the house, I'm going to be on the other end. And we just going to be just coexist together in this marriage. Like, and I feel like that's what's happening. What's happening, everybody's marriage is different. Everybody, I feel like for Will to get a divorce is failure. And so he doesn't, that's just not an option for them. And honestly, I've seen marriages completely break apart and then come back together, years later. So we don't know what's going to happen. I don't like to even insert myself into other people or insert my ideas or opinions into other people's marriages because who's to say?
Yeah.
And then also you don't know what you're going to do in that situation until you're in that situation, right? You can say all day long, I would never do this, or I would do this differently, but you don't know truly until you're in that situation.
Yeah.
So I just pray for them, wish them the best. Honestly, that's all I feel like we can do.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough because they're in the limelight. So, like, it's really tough. And I feel like that probably was the other element that made it worse was the fact that August broke the rule. Like, he spoke out, and it's just like, and everybody made a joke about it that all of Will, like, he kept all of his women in line. We haven't heard about any of them besides what the paparazzi tells us,
Right.
So I feel like, even the whole thing with him and Dwayne, like, that whole scandal.
So what happened with that one, though?
Girl, I'll send y'all the link. Basically, it's rumored that they had relations.
Together?
Yes.
Wait, I thought the husband was with Jada, not with Will.
No. With Will.
What?
And yes. And I forgot who was the person who spoke out about it. Somebody spoke out about it. And Tisha Campbell confirmed.
I saw that, but I thought that he was with Jada. Oh, okay now. Oh.
Will. And because Tisha, like, I guess they got a divorce, or he was the reason, like, Will was the reason, like, they're not together. So.
Is that why she spoke out about the whole August thing? Okay. All right.
So yeah. So she was the one who, like, she was in the interview on everything, and she confirmed, like, yeah, it was a thing, but nobody blew it up. Because, of course, no one wants to believe that Will Smith is around here dating guys.
Right.
So, of course, they just swept it under the rug and kept it going. But, yes.
Look at
that's
Brittany.
the thing. So, that's why I say, like, their marriage is on a whole nother level. I applaud them for their efforts to stick together, even through all of this. But I'm like, if my marriage has to be that open, then I don't think we need to be together. Like, if it has to be that open where you're sleeping with different women, you're sleeping with different men, your husband is sleeping with different men, I just don't think that that's a healthy marriage, So it's a lot, y'all. Y'all gotta just Google it, and y'all gonna find so much, and y'all gonna be like, oh wait, okay, let me just step out of their marriage, because clearly it's something that I am not. I'm praying that I don't get to that point in my marriage. Okay, like, Google is your friend. Okay. Well, I'm super, super excited. I definitely enjoyed you guys. And I thank you so much for joining me. So I definitely want you guys to make sure you guys share whatever you have coming up. So if you have anything dropping soon or coming up, or where can people find you? Let us know.
You can find me at The Real Let's Get Naked, at The Real Let's Get Naked on Instagram and Facebook, right? And we have just, new episodes coming every Friday. Check it out.
Episodes of what? Episodes, is this podcast?
The podcast, correct.
Oh, okay. And where can they find the podcast?
They can find the podcast. The link is in the bio.
Yeah.
It's on Apple. It's on Spotify.
There we go.
iTunes, all of them. Yeah. Wherever you listen to podcasts, it's going to be on there. So it's called Let's Get Naked. Tune in. And, we did a spicy little photo shoot. So, we're going to let the followers pick our next, our new podcast covers. So, tune in, stay tuned, follow us, look out for it.
Definitely. All right, Krystel, what you got coming up? What you doing? Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram. It's MS Krystel Roche. And yeah.
Okay, all right. And Britt, what we got going?
Oh, I don't really have much going on right now, but this whole little conversation just inspired me to do like a little chit chat on my poetry page, share my truth. So you guys can find me there, or you can find me on my personal page with love _Brittany.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'm super excited. You guys already know where you can find me on Instagram, Chelsea_Stancil. I definitely have some really awesome videos coming up on YouTube, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm glad you guys tuned in. Make sure you guys share, like, subscribe to this channel. Make sure you guys follow all of our Instagrams, because clearly we got some stuff going on. We got a lot of opinions. Definitely comment below for the next episode or the next segment of Girls Chat. Let me know what you guys want to ask us. If you guys got some questions, let us know. Definitely reach back out to us. We are super excited and so glad that you guys joined us. And we will see you guys next time. Peace. Bye.